Ladies and gentlemen, this is tonight's news. Jaden Smith showed up at the Grammys wearing a headpiece shaped like a house. I guess this is what happens when you come from a broken home. It only would have been more realistic if someone was spraying it with a hose.
OnlyFans star Anna Pauley fell to her death from a balcony while filming a threesome. Ooh. The two men Anna was with claimed that they misheard the direction "finish on her" as "finish her."
An accident caused a truck to spill more than 4,000 gallons of milk onto a Florida highway. Fortunately, another truck involved in the mishap was filled with cookies.
There you go.
Both drivers are dead.
Porn star Emily Willis is now permanently disabled after a drug-related cardiac incident. Unlike her films, this is one story that will not have a happy ending.
Let's be real. As a porn star, she hasn't felt anything in a while.
Now during sex, she just lays there.
At least she wasn't having a threesome on a balcony. She could have died.
She puts the handy in handicapped.
Her adult films are now called Veggie Tales.
Oh.
She may have had a better recovery if she didn't keep trying to rub the defibrillator conductive gel into her tits.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Normal World.
Woo!
I'm Dave Landau.
I'm Black Garrett, and with us is our in-studio producer.
Angela.
In studio, yeah.
And outside the studio. I'm just
yeah.
saying, because you're in here now.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Welcome all to the program.
Thanks for liking and subscribing and commenting down below.
Yes.
Hit it. No, take me off. Who cares about me? There you go. Thank you so much. And giving us a review on the audio podcast side because it helps people tell me.
Yes,
Dave.
and buying our merch.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, we have merch. So thank you guys out there for causing the ruckus in the chat. And we finally have merch up on the shop. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, cups, all the stuff.
Your campaign worked. You guys commented so much, they actually listened.
It
was
works.
amazing.
Yeah.
I was truly blown away. So good job,
we
everybody.
were all blown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, fans of the show. Joining us today, you can see him. I should have asked for his intro right before we started, but I was too busy talking about myself.
Oh, no.
You can see him touring all over the country. He's one of my good friends. Please welcome to the show, Jimmy McCartney.
Ow!
Thank you for having me back, everybody.
Yeah.
Always good to be here. And there was not an assassination attempt on Trump.
That's true.
That is true.
I was 2 for 2 for a while. So
Yeah.
that we're reducing the statistical likelihood of me appearing with an assassination attempt.
Yeah,
But you did
weird.
say after he was going to win. You called that, Jimmy.
You did.
You
There
did.
it is.
So there you go.
Yeah. It's the only thing I've ever gotten right in this world, so I guess that's a good one. If you're going
good.
to get one
Hey, you
thing
might as
right,
well.
that's a good one.
I can tell you, every time I can tell by your level of depression how much you look like Matthew McConaughey playing a surfer bum.
Oh, yeah.
bum
What was
is all
that movie?
capitalized.
Yeah, I forget the name of the movie.
Beach Bum or something.
Yeah, Beach Bum. It wasn't good, like Jimmy's act, but it was. But I'm kidding. Of course, I love you.
We love Jimmy.
I love you, Jimmy.
The act. Not so.
Oh no,
You, though. I like you.
I stand by what I said.
What a dick.
I'm just jealous that he has abs. He makes me wash my
tan.
clothes on them. my tiny fat man clothes.
I definitely have abs underneath this Optimus Prime shirt, everybody. That is a fact. That's
a good shirt.
Definitely.
It is a fine
Definitely
shirt.
not a little disproportionate Buddha belly.
No. He's all man. And he's got a girlfriend who came today.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, she made us stuff.
Look at this.
Look at this. Look how awesome this
She
is.
painted us a little picture.
Look at that.
That is
You
super
got a
cool.
good one, man.
Put it together.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Just hope he doesn't ruin it again.
Yeah, now we gotta figure out where we're gonna put it. No, I'm thinking behind Derek.
I don't know. I like it
maybe over there?
behind me. I love it.
Is there some space? Yeah, we could put him like.
We got to get a shelf or something.
Yeah.
We need a shelf.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Is this one of the moments where like the kid is so proud to give the drawing to the parent, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna put it in the special drawer."
Yeah.
Yes.
Put it up on the fridge. Put it over there.
I'm going to put it right in the pocket of your wheelchair. It's going to be great.
Right there. So I can look at it.
Where we
pushing
keep
you
your
around.
diapers.
Yes. And also joining us. And Jimmy, thank you you're always such a nice person. Thank you for bringing those. And where can we see you soon?
I am going to be actually at the Block in Fort Walton Beach in May, along with, I just booked these, that's why I'm thinking of them, along with Naval Station Panama City as well. But I'm also going to be doing a run through the Northeast in March and April.
Jimmy does a lot of stuff for the troops, too.
Yeah, military shows all over.
Yep.
And
Awesome.
hands down, the most meaningful thing that I do in my life, I think, is perform for them. So I feel very, very fortunate.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. And joining us today is a guy who hates the military.
Really?
I know, I'm kidding. He's actually performed for them as well, even overseas in Iraq and sections. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And I mean, not for our side.
I always love when somebody says that. They go, "Oh, did you perform for like our troops?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
No, Al Qaeda.
No, what I did was I studied Farsi.
And then
Did it in the
They
Tora
love
Bora Mountains.
his woman jokes.
yes.
A lot of sheep jokes as well.
Big fans.
They bring out a woman in just a sheet, and he's like, "Want to remind what you boys are fighting for." But please welcome to the show, of course, Derek Richards.
Yeah. Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Excited to be here. And I'll be in Ann Arbor coming up this weekend.
This weekend,
Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, February 6th through 8th. And then I'll be in Chicago at Zanies downtown on Monday, February 10th. And then I will be in Lincoln City, Oregon at Chinook Winds Casino, February 14th and 15th. And, of course, my special that you guys helped make all happen. You, sir, Dave Landau.
Yes.
My special All In, recorded at Black Garrett's Comedy Club in Las Vegas, is here on the Blaze TV app. Go ahead and watch it.
Yes.
Please and thank you.
Any orgy shows?
Any orgy? No swingers. No swingers cruise shows coming up.
I love this story.
that's a shame.
Sadly.
I know.
Yeah.
He said that with sorrow in his eyes.
Well,
No.
They're a generous crowd.
there goes my boat trip. What a great Titanic, though, that would be.
Oh, yeah.
Jack and Rose.
Slipping around.
They all deserve it.
Everybody died.
Instead of oil coming to the surface, it's just KY jelly.
Yeah, it's just-
Floating all around.
they don't actually need rescue boats. It's just porous enough.
I'm sure there's enough implants in
You
the
could fit them all
Oh,
in
yeah.
that door.
Just floating all around.
Big Florida
Can you
implants.
imagine all the sharks have chlamydia.
Oh, yeah. Is it koalas that have chlamydia?
Yes.
They have syphilis.
Syphilis.
Syphilis, the brain disease.
No, the sloths.
No.
Like
it's
70% of sloths carry chlamydia.
Let me look.
Good. Mike.
Sloths have chlamydia,
Mm-hmm.
and the tree bear has syphilis. What's going on with these animals?
I don't. They're whores.
Are they? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get
What
around.
happened?
They're like lazy whores.
Yeah, they don't do much.
Damn Australian drop bears.
The sloth slowly makes you sick.
Oh, it's koalas that won't fuck each other.
Koala.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So they
But
force it.
pandas didn't
force
fuck
it.
each other.
No, they don't much.
Pandas will, though, if you beat them severely. That's what China taught us.
Yes. That's why we're not allowed to have them
Yeah,
anymore.
as long as you beat them out of extinction with a reed in front of kids. They have Susan. Sorry. Have you seen the videos in China where they have just a guy standing there in a panda suit?
They used to have painted
Yeah,
dogs
Like it's
too.
a panda.
That's so bizarre.
Believe it.
They're like, that's just a panda. And it's the guy's like, hey. And they all believe it.
Oh, they
As if
stand
they
up
don't,
now?
the government will pistol whip them. If the kid asks a question.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Hey, did you know a sloth risks its life every time it poops?
Really?
I guess you guys have that in common.
So does Dave, yeah. As soon as it was coming out of your mouth, I'm like, oh, this has
Oh my God.
this has an IBS Dave Landau tag all over it.
I can't even argue.
No counter
It's just
argument.
true. That's why I wasn't here last week. I almost died.
He's playing a sloth.
I know. And I'm very slow. Maybe.
Yeah?
Maybe.
You're shifty though.
I'm shifty.
Yeah.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
Thank
sloth.
you. That's a good compliment.
It is.
Shifty?
A sneaky little bitch.
Well, I mean, you said slow. I said you're shifty.
Yeah, shifty's not really a compliment.
It's sort of a compliment. Ish.
Not at all.
All right, let's move on.
It's just...
That look on your face.
So I'm a shifty man who almost dies every time that I go to the bathroom. Well, it's good to know how everybody feels.
Comment below your compliments today.
Yes, I appreciate it. I'd like to know.
Yeah.
There's nothing more I like than reading positive comments.
Just flood the comment section.
But if you want to come compliment me in person, you can see me this weekend at the Red Room in Hyenas in Fort Worth. That's Fort Worth, Texas, not Dallas. And I have a California run coming up. I think we have a picture, and if we don't, it'll go up later.
Is it still there?
Ontario? What? Oxnard? San Jose?
Irvine?
Yeah.
Irvine is still there.
Yep.
Ontario and Oxnard, and then San Jose in April.
Yep.
But the rest of it's going to be in February.
Yes.
And where are you going to be?
I'm going to be sleeping because it's Black History Month.
Oh, good.
So if you're in Florida...
So you'll sleep for 25% 1 week. You get 1 week
I
off.
still have to work the other 75%.
That's
in
why my
Florida.
doctor said my stool was black.
You're black on the inside.
I said, am I bleeding? And he goes, it's February.
MegaCon this weekend. If you're in Florida, go out to the Comic-Con there. We're going to be having a lot of fun with the Geeks and Gamers guys and Ripa, a friend of the show here. A bunch of great guys. So come check us out. It's going to be fun.
Do it.
You.
And Angela?
I'm just going to be here.
Here.
I'm just here.
But you have a thing to promote.
Oh, no.
No?
Not at the moment.
I thought you were making a
You
video.
don't have a channel on YouTube?
I do. Okay. Angela Does Horror on YouTube. This next week, leading into Valentine's, I'm going to have a Valentine's video up. Let's go.
Ooh.
If you need some recommendations for Valentine's horror movies, check it out.
There you go. All right. Let's get into some stories, all right? Yeah. After a weekend of heated protesting and tense negotiations, President Trump has agreed to postpone his proposed 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada for the next 30 days, as Mexico agreed to deploy 10,000 National Guard troops to the border to combat illegal immigration and drug smuggling.
That's good.
Well.
Let's take a look at that tweet.
I just spoke with President Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico. Are we sure that Sheinbaum is okay?
When I think of Mexico,
It was a
They
very
get killed
friendly,
pretty quick.
friendly conversation wherein she agreed to immediately supply 10,000 Mexican soldiers on the border separating Mexico and the United States. It basically just goes into exactly what you just said.
Okay. So soon after basking in the smell of his own farts for 24 hours, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau took off his afro and followed suit, announcing Canada would reinforce its border with new technology, personnel, and resources to fight fentanyl smuggling, organized crime, and money laundering, while promising to coordinate more closely with the U.S. on said issues. Let's look at his tweet.
We're looking at it.
Oh, that's his as well.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't know that was on the screen.
What was great about this is that it's Justin Trudeau. He was whining and complaining about Donald Trump. And then immediately after the call, he was like, I'm doing everything that Donald Trump said to do. And thank you to Mr. Donald Trump for letting me be the prime minister still.
There was just no, he didn't even pretend to say, well, I got to think about this.
Oh, he just went right into
Like,
it.
hey, no tariffs. Oh, hang on. Yes. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Got it. We're cool.
We're going to send all the troops. My bad for messing it up for like 10 years.
I think you guys got it all wrong. When I think of a tough man, I instantaneously think of Justin Trudeau as a strong, masculine, well leader for his people. He is just great.
Yeah.
I think it's great now because, almost as if we're the strongest country in the world, we're doing something finally, like a pudding brain senior isn't leaving his car keys on the doorknob for whoever wants to come in.
It's almost like that. Yeah.
It's almost like we're a power again.
Yeah. And all we had to do is ask.
Weird, right?
How did it take this long? I mean, that's what absolutely blows me away. I mean, especially, from the Canada side. I mean, Mexico was, Biden left the border open for, obvious reasons that, just letting everybody in. But I mean, how did this, it's just so funny that it needs to take Trump to literally say, we're going to put a 25% tariff on you.
Because we haven't had a president that would put their foot down for America in
Right.
like 60
Roughly,
years.
yeah. Well,
Roughly
definitely
forever.
4.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy to see him just ask for things and just say like, not ask, but tell, and just say Gulf of America. And they're like, I guess we have to do it. Are we doing it now? Like Google's like, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And speaking of Black History Month, he said officially February is Black History Month now. He decreed it.
I am decreeing it.
Oh, Trump did?
Yeah,
You sure it wasn't after Dave's poops?
It was.
it was.
He goes, this, you're going to be history. Also, reptilian alien and uncle of Amy, Chuck Schumer put on his latex human mask long enough to criticize the tariffs, saying that they would raise the price of beer to because most of it comes from Mexico, which is amazing. Ignorant to the fact that a case of Corona from Mexico is so weak it couldn't give a toddler on a power wheel a DUI.
Let's just take Super Bowl Sunday, okay? It's going to affect beer.
I got props.
Okay? Most of it, Corona here, comes from Mexico. It's going to affect your guac. Because what is guacamole made of? Avocados, both from Mexico.
He then poured the Corona down his pants and shoved 2 hot dogs up his nose.
Like,
Guys, look, in case you don't know, this is where guac comes from. It's an avocado. That's going to skyrocket. We don't make those here.
Even for Super Bowl weekend.
California.
Even for the weekend. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do about it?
Tom Selleck's got an avocado farm, but he ain't sharing.
Where are you going to dip your chips?
And this is beer. As we know, the only place it comes from is Mexico.
This one. Even Mexicans don't drink that shit.
Not Snow Mexico to the north, where it's more known to come from.
Snow Mexicans.
He's so proud about it, too. He's like...
But he's a regular Carrot Top.
Dude, you know what he looks like? He looks like the 4-year-old kid that runs up with a new Hot Wheels car in his hand, and he's so proud of it.
Or show and tell.
Look at my avocado.
I got an avocado.
This is my sledge-o avocado.
I like how he tried to just tie the Super Bowl into whatever Mexican stuff that you would have anything to do with.
Well, yeah, like everybody in America is going, I don't watch my Super Bowl without Corona and avocado.
And some guacamole.
What the fuck? I love that they had a meeting before that press conference, too, and they're like, all right, guys, we got to send a strong message. Yeah. Someone go to the corner store and get a Corona and an avocado. We're going to kill it.
Yeah, what's
Bernie messed up because he only had a photo of that onesie. We need props.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You remember how that backfired severely? Once they just looked into anything.
So funny.
Yeah, look, for some reason the kids don't like Chuck Schumer. I don't know what it is. We think he's a pretty cool guy. But what we need to do, we got to get the kids liking him again.
Nothing says what kids want to see more than an old man with reading glasses 1 inch from it falling off his nose. That's what you think of when you think of Gen Z.
Yeah. He's with it.
Chuck Schumer
the
with
Riz.
an avocado.
Look at that Rizzler right there.
Uh-huh.
That's how you get the young vote right there, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a ball gag, and this...
That's my personal effects.
This is a party trick.
But don't open it first. Yeah, it becomes a vacuum.
Yes. You
have to pop it.
This is how you anally drink a 22. I'm Oswald Cobblepot. Vote for me. What a creep.
I thought these guys were gone. I did the same thing last week.
So did I. I actually thought he was
Bernie Sanders? We're still doing this? These old fucking mummies? They have to, at some point they have, because they failed with like making the millennial move with AOC. It didn't really work. They tried the whole squad crap and people saw through that and it was cringe. And now they're just left with these old people that are like decrepit crypt keepers. What is their next play? Like they have nobody. Like what is their move?
Yeah.
They've lost all the young people that were like the Joe Rogans and young like
his audience.
But his audience,
right,
for sure. So what are they gonna do?
They're gonna keep doubling down.
You think
they're doubling down? Totally. Did you guys see the video of the DNC with the election problems that they had? It was an internal conference, and they were trying to figure out like who's going to be on the DNC committee chair, and they said they needed gender balance. So like 3 males, 3 females, and 3 non-binary people, and they couldn't even figure it out on their own. They're doubling down. They're going to just keep going that way.
Like we need another female, David Hogg. Get up here.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like Trump is going the opposite way with like DEI and stuff like that.
Oh, he's removed it.
Oh, yeah.
Removing
It's
it
a
all.
winning message.
Well, I mean, every single company in America now is like, we need you to take pronouns out of your bio, please, or you're fired.
The sea change is so wild to see. It's just like suddenly every single company is like, that didn't work.
No.
Nobody
and-
likes it and they hate us.
well, this
Go
is
figure.
right now, like with
surprise.
DEI, like this is what we found out that we spent money on. So the press secretary brings receipts on USAID fraud and waste of taxpayer money is what happened. So let's take a gander at what Americans have spent on DEI.
This won't piss you
USAID
off.
over the past several years, these are some of the insane priorities that organization has been spending money on. $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland,
Want to see that?
$47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia,
See that?
Wanna see that too.
$32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap, and I know the American people don't either, and that's exactly what Elon Musk has been tasked by President Trump to do, to get the fraud, waste, and abuse out of our federal government. Thank you, guys.
She also forgot $13 where Hunter Biden allegedly got a handy from a gay black dwarf behind a golden corral.
He got ripped over. He got ripped off big time.
No, the hands aren't big enough.
I paid 11 for mine.
Also, that's the new press secretary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's not going to answer everything by going, "I'm black and gay."
Yeah. Or
circle
she'll
back.
come back around.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, we'll circle back.
You know what's so funny? I didn't even hear of this organization, USAID.
I've never heard of it either.
I had no clue, and I literally I looked it up, and it was like, okay, I'm like, what is this agency for? And it's to extend assistance to countries recovering from disaster, trying to escape poverty, and engaging in democratic reforms. That is what it was established.
But they were doing
Musicals.
transgender.
Yeah, but they're doing the
musicals
transgender
comic books
musical,
about-
or a transgender opera in Colombia, and the DEI musical in Ireland. Which
Also, DEI in Serbia.
I was going to say,
Doing 1.5 million?
we have people sleeping on the streets, and that's 1.5 million to promote DEI in Serbia.
Yeah. When I think of diverse nations, I think of Serbia.
Absolutely.
and Ireland.
Yes.
DEI.
Well, now it is.
Yeah, now
The
it is.
illegal immigration, or
Yeah.
the legal immigration, I should say, in Ireland.
But 47 grand for a transgender opera in Colombia?
I don't think that's enough.
Well, they're not.
gotta-
But there's not even a Spanish word for that. There's just male and female.
It's in their language.
But it's not.
That's because Spanish is bigoted, Dave. Don't you know the entire language is oppressive?
Well, it's a romantic language.
Which is also
For
coded.
you,
in-
as a
in-
straight white guy.
Yeah, for me, as a
Straight
guy who
coded.
refuses to learn and tells them to go back where they came from. I really don't. I think a lot of them should stay, especially Brazilians.
You mean the procedure or the actual Brazilians?
Oh no, both. I think they're all
okay.
Yeah, the one that I
Bring their
have.
art with
Gotcha. Ooh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I like to go in for a Brazilian. I'm like, you can just wax that. Damn it. Well, nobody else likes to wax their noodle.
They're like, it's slick down there. Okay.
All right, you go ahead. You got a nice hairy one.
Yeah.
Mine.
They use candle wax.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, birthday candles.
You learned that on the cruise?
YouTube.
There you go.
YouTube and TikTok.
I don't get the candle wax thing.
No.
Why people like it?
Yeah.
Like the dripping it?
Yeah,
I don't get
It's
that.
a weird
Some
masochism.
people
mean,
like
I
pain.
think.
A little bit of pain.
I'm telling you, I try it every night, and not one time do I enjoy it.
On yourself.
Yes, I just.
Why do you keep doing
I just
it?
go to Yankee Candle. Get whatever's on sale. My
Bath and
whole
Body
apartment
Works.
smells like lavender and
And sadness.
pumpkin.
You change it for the
Spice.
season. Yeah.
My whole apartment just smells like one season off for my discount pleasure. I can't. Yeah, no, I'm not into. I'm not into pain.
Yeah. That doesn't make it's weird.
I know some people dig it though.
I'm
What
so
about you,
not
Jimmy?
into
You're staring at me like you are somewhere else.
Well, I only like pain, so I don't know what's wrong with all of you people.
Do you
got it all
enjoy?
backwards?
Do you enjoy painful times with the lady?
Of course not.
Okay, good.
No, the reason I was staring off is because I was thinking about feet people. And I've often wondered, and I don't think I've ever talked about it publicly. I've
I mean,
just
foot
thought about
fetish.
it in my
People
mind.
with a foot fetish. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, do they like you know how like collectively we
people
can all
with
agree?
feet.
Yeah, just those footed people. You know how like people
People
like,
that don't live near mines.
I like going to the VA hospital and masturbating to people with no feet. Yeah.
you did say you support the troops.
Anti-foot person.
That's how he supports them.
That's just anti-foot.
What are you saying?
Do you think, like, you know how collectively most people can agree, like, that's a beautiful woman, like, that's an attractive man. Like, there's, people have different preferences, but there's agreement on what is attractive versus what is a beluga whale. Do you think in the foot fetish community, like, there's universal agreement on what is a good foot?
Yes.
Or do you think it's...
I'm sure. Okay.
Angela
Yeah.
said that very confidently.
I would think so.
So I have a friend who has done some footwork. And
She's in the foot industry.
Friend, quote,
She's in the foot industry. No, yeah. And
Thank
she
you
would,
for calling me a she.
I wanted to protect
Trying to
your
cover you.
Yeah. And she would get paid to put her feet on people's face and things like that, and they'd record it, and they'd just get weekly kind of thing. And so the things that he was asking for, and that he says the community generally asks for, is pedicured feet. That no anklets, no tattoos. They just like a clean,
Like a bare, raw
manicured
foot.
foot that where the toes aren't too long and no hair and stuff like that.
So my hobbit's feet are out.
Probably out.
Yeah, but I imagine there is a desire for that as there are kinky perversions.
Well,
There's
yeah.
probably
Oh,
something, that's
Well,
like,
Tarantino, it's in every one of his movies.
and sometimes they're very dirty.
Yeah. So he
What's
likes
that?
it in dirty.
The feet in the Tarantino movies.
Okay.
Like sometimes
Did you
she'll
know?
just put her feet up, and depending on how bad the girl is, like, her feet will be certain layers of filth.
I had never paid attention to that. Okay.
You never noticed that in Tarantino movies?
You missed the From Dusk Till Dawn.
I will
scene
now.
Where he sucks on her toes.
Okay.
Like, he basically directed that scene where Salma Hayek
Pours
pours
liquor
the
down.
liquor down, and then he sucks on the toes.
Right.
He's like, you know
Robert,
what? I
got it.
kind of want to be in this movie.
I'm not really an actor.
Could be the second guy.
And here's my scene.
Even in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Margot Robbie puts her feet up to watch the movie that she's in.
Okay.
Death Proof, her foot's out the window, and it's like a shot just on that.
And when the car accident happens, it goes flying.
Yeah.
Interesting. I had never paid.
He's not shy about it. He talks about it. I mean, it's not, and it's fine. It's if it's your thing. Some people find it weird. I like a woman's foot to look like they just walked through a bathroom at a concert. And,
I love seeing the people that walk barefoot down on Fremont Street in Vegas.
oh, there's no way.
See the women that will take off their high heels and walk down Fremont Street. I don't like walking down Fremont Street in Vegas with boots on.
No.
or hazmat gear. I can't even imagine walking
She got HIV on her feet.
in that. Yes.
Yeah.
Your feet get the HIV.
Yeah.
Look at something.
Well,
Sure.
I mean, you're going to get a Hep C,
Minimum.
a minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bare
if you're
minimum.
lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other
that's
one's
just-
the airport.
ugh.
If you don't have TSA
Oh.
pre-check and they make you take off your shoes and just walk around, there's
Oh,
nothing more
man.
disgusting.
Yeah, everybody's just their feet in their socks and they're all wet.
It's repugnant.
If you're a man,
Nobody squeegee in that.
if you're a man going on an airplane with sandals, you're a terrorist in my book.
That's scarier than the shoe terrorist guy from like 05.
An air marshal should drag you off the plane. I would rather have you have a bomb than sit next to me with sandals.
Have you ever had someone while flying put their foot up
Yes.
behind you and like
Yes.
you say anything?
Yes.
Did it work?
Yes.
You mean behind?
Like they're
behind you?
barefoot?
They're directly behind. You're in the window seat,
Right.
Right, and someone behind you sticks their foot up in the crease between the seat and the wall of the.
Oh man, no.
You guys
I
don't
haven't
do
had-
that?
No, I haven't had that happen.
I've had that too where like, have you ever dated a girl and then she'll like put her feet up on your windshield and then 10 minutes later you're like, now when the sun hits it, it's just smudges.
Yeah.
feet prints.
It just
clean that off?
footprints all over. It's like, look what you did.
I've never had
Look
somebody.
what you did.
I've never had somebody do that.
You've never had to do that?
No.
I dated a lot of hippies.
I was going to say, how is she going to pretend to be a girl in a movie?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But you've done that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's not gross.
When I was
really.
young,
dangerous,
I don't
though.
do
When
it
you're
now.
young.
Because if you get into a wreck, you're
Even a
late.
fender bender.
You're late. You're crippled.
You getting
Yeah, the worst though. You're right though. On a plane, when somebody just takes their shoes and like I've seen people take if you take your shoe off and you get socks on, that's one thing. But I've seen people take shoes and socks off, and I'm like, that's no.
I'm taking my pants off, but I'm wearing undertack, so everybody's okay with it.
Oh.
Undertack, the best underwear in the world, in the freaking universe, in the multiverse. Undertack, it'll change your life. I'm not kidding. It's the best underwear ever. It changed my life. I got rid of all of my underwear. I donate to charities now because of Undertack. Well, actually, they do charity.
Yeah.
When you buy underwear, you give what is it, like veterans charities? Because I know it's a veterans company that does it. So I'm assuming it's veterans charities. We talked about it before.
Yeah, it's a portion of profit supports veteran-run organizations fighting human trafficking.
There you go.
So,
we have stopped talking about that because we are so distracted on how great the freaking underwear are on. Modal, some imaginary made-up fabric. It exists.
Only they get.
That only they get.
It's not true. Like, we shouldn't just say that like it's true,
Well,
but
yeah.
they're the ones that use it correctly. Like, when it comes to gear that you can handle, this is gear that can handle anything. Oh, yeah. All right? Your choice is Undertacked. It's designed and tested by the elite special forces team in Africa's harshest conditions. Undertack is made to perform when it matters most. Whether you're navigating tough terrain or just tackling your day, their underwear, socks, and shirts keep you dry, comfortable, and mission ready. Made from premium materials like you just said. Mortal. I think that's how it's pronounced. Or it's Mordor. I don't know.
Oh, it could be that too.
Could be that. 50% more moisture wicking than cotton. Undertack offers tactical performance and goes beyond the basics. From the ultra comfortable boxer briefs to the American-made battle weave socks. That's right. You'll feel the socks are great too.
They are pretty good.
Something.
And the hoodie, the best hoodie I've ever worn. It's so soft.
They're so comfy and rugged for every day. Just go to undertack.com. That's undertack.com and use normal20, normal20 for 20% off site-wide.
Yeah.
Whether you're gearing up for adventure or just everyday life, you can trust Undertack to have your back. Plus a portion, like we said, of the profits go to veteran-run organizations and fighting human trafficking. Yep. It's a no-brainer. Undertack.com. I just gave the full read because we love this product so much.
Yes.
It's the one that we're standing by.
It is the best.
I'm wearing the underwear right now.
Me too.
I'll prove it.
I don't have any other underwear.
I believe you.
I don't want to hurt myself anymore, so I've only worn Undertack.
I used to have to unstick myself everywhere I went.
You don't have to do that anymore.
like an
No,
animal.
the
best
unstick
ad
walk that
promotion
men do, you don't got to do it in these.
It's true, though. I'd be sitting there at like, let's see, you have to be out at a wedding for several hours or something. And then you got to kind of like do that move. Where you got to unstick the old sack from the thigh.
You got to throw it up on the pew.
Yeah.
Not
you got to make it so it gets dangly again and it doesn't tear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a long wedding.
You know what? I've never once had to do that while wearing Undertack. Do you know why? Because it's amazing. Mm-hmm. And then the socks,
and the lady stuff they have now is really good too.
You like it, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
We're still going on about the product.
We are.
Read
We're
is
not
over,
even
but
supposed to be
it's-
talking about it.
It's a great product.
Great. It's freaking awesome.
Yes.
Tell me there. I'm going to get you some, Jimmy.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I am all the way
I
in.
need a bucket of Undertack.
bragging in front of you.
We really do.
It's like anytime we do that and a guest doesn't have the
I'm
underwear,
honored.
just throw it on. And it would hit him like this.
I've actually never purchased my own underwear because for
You
whatever
just-
reason, you all just went, what? For whatever reason, every holiday, my mom, in addition to like other presents, like will get me a pair of like holiday themed boxers. So like St. Patty's Day, every St. Patty's Day, I'd get a pair of leprechaun underwear. Like every Valentine's Day, Christmas. So 100% of my boxers are holiday themed.
That's nice.
From my mother. So I would love some Undertack to change it up and be tactical instead of
that.
festive.
You're going to like it.
You're going to love it. You're going to be able to put these on right in between those holiday ones.
Awesome.
You can be tactical and festive.
That's right.
That's the American dream.
And I bet your mom picks out some nice underwear. I'm not trashing her, but you should tell her, try these.
Yeah. Try Undertack.
Yeah, I've met your
mom. I talked to her on the phone. She's a lovely woman, and I want her to know that this is a lovely pair of underwear. She should try them herself.
She should have.
She's actually watching, so I'm sure she's gonna get in on this.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Jimmy's mom.
You guys are going to look
Get
great.
yourself some. For real.
Your son is a lovely person. You raised a good man. Not a lot of people are good. He's genuinely a good person.
He is.
Now get him some Undertack.
Make him better.
Make him better.
That's the only thing that make it could.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Grammys at all?
Oh, God.
Hell no.
I watch clips.
The only way I can consume that media is just through Twitter.
I don't know any of the people anymore. I know like three people out of the whole Grammys. I'm like, who is the I can't even make up a name.
People dress like
Trevor Noah did the
Wizard of Oz characters.
monologue. Didn't Trevor Noah did the monologue on that thing?
Oh, he did?
Which, yeah, I mean,
Sure, that was hilarious.
I laughed harder at my mom's funeral.
You probably did. It was a Catholic funeral.
Right? Exactly.
You mean music's biggest night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that took place in Los Angeles just weeks after the wildfires left unprecedented destruction to the city.
Absolutely.
Just not as much unprecedented destruction as what's left of Yee's girlfriend's soul.
That whole, you see the full clip of it?
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't show. She's completely naked, but she just looks like she does not want to be there, and he's just standing there like, look at her.
He looks like a character from The Matrix.
It's a humiliation.
Morpheus.
Yes, it seems like it's a kink, a humiliation kink.
He brings her up, makes her undress in front of everybody to take pictures. This is a man who, by the way, goes by Yee for Jesus and claims to be Christian. He also went, I was saying this earlier, he went on a tour, right?
Yeah.
To praise Hitler. And he's still being invited to the Grammys.
He wasn't. They were escorted out because they were not invited.
Oh, is that true?
That is
okay,
true.
that's my
A
mistake.
party crashed, and then she did that.
Grammys?
And she in no way looks
Oh,
like
no
Kim
kidding.
Kardashian.
She doesn't.
No, not in any
Not
way.
a bit.
It's also funny that her last name is Sensori because she's not sensoried at
At
all.
all. I thought that too.
Isn't it amazing what
No
fame
sense.
and money can bring you?
It'll break you.
Like, there's no homeless person in the streets of San Francisco that can get a smoking hot chick to just do that.
You'd be surprised. It just depends on the drug.
Well, with enough meth, yeah.
They're persuasive.
Both of our minds went right into the same gutter.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff I can get someone to do for just a couple of Xanax.
Behind the Golden Corral.
Wait, are you the homeless person?
Jimmy, you ever,
scenario?
Jimmy, you ever been on 8 Mile in Detroit?
Jimmy, I hate to tell
you
you.
can get really pretty much anyone to do anything with the right pills.
It's a dark world. Honestly, he didn't even need that much money or fame to get her to do that. I promise. That brain is a sad place. I feel terrible for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what got her to that place. It's like you should never treat another human being like that. But you know what? Someone's here to lighten the mood. So we sent our correspondent, Crispin.
Yes.
Hey everybody, it's Crispin, and this week the gang sent me to cover the Grammys. Last time I covered a Grammy was when I found myself a date at Seniors Bingo after No Nut November. Chris Brown won Best R&B Album, which is his biggest hit since Rihanna got all fucking mouthy in 2009. And Chris Stapleton won for his song It Takes a Woman, which I think is the how-to guide on making Rosie O'Donnell squirt. Kelsey Ballerini was nominated for her song Cowboys Cry Too. If you don't believe that cowboys cry, maybe you should rewatch that one scene in Brokeback Mountain. Huh? Come on. You know the one with all that rugged butt stuff? Speaking of rugged butt stuff, Will Smith made an appearance. That was nice. So many celebrities. Everywhere you look, you see stars. Which is also what happens when Rihanna carpools with Chris Brown. Let's be real though, I don't really care who all these new artists are. I'm still just gonna listen to the outfield on my Walkman while I drink carbonated water and stroll down Main Street on my Heelys. See you next time.
Yeah.
The outfield.
Yes. Thank you, Crispin.
I love Crispin.
Yes, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
That was a banger.
It was.
It was a
Yeah,
banger.
he did his best work on that one.
He also clearly didn't know who anybody was.
That was fantastic.
And nobody does. No. What's that one, the little fellow, he was doing flips on stage. Did you see that guy? In the onesie?
Yes.
He had a little mustache?
Benson.
Yeah.
Benson.
He's flipping all over the
Hedges.
place.
I didn't watch any of that.
Yeah.
I saw the clip of Alicia Keys
What was that?
at the Grammys.
Oh, we got it.
She's still around?
Yeah.
DEI is not a threat, it's a gift.
They're still doing this posturing?
All the white people in the audience are like, yes.
Yes, it is.
You know what would be a great idea if she believes in diversity? Maybe take off the 20 pounds of jewelry that's probably worth ungodly amounts of money and donate to a cause that you care about instead of lecturing to people that just want to live about how they are oppressing discriminated groups.
But Jimmy, she doesn't wear makeup because she's hot.
She is objectively very attractive, so that redeems everything, right?
No, but that's the thing that she's like, I don't wear makeup because I want women to know they can go without it. It's like, but you've seen you, right?
Be brave.
Have a mirror.
Okay.
You don't have vitiligo, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you're not doing anything.
You're not the elephant man.
Right. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you're not
Beautiful.
You're not covered in bumps. It's not.
Like, I'm going to be strong.
I'm not an animal. DEI is higher. It's a gift.
Everybody's beautiful on the inside.
This girl is covered in tumors. This girl is got tumors.
She's like the end of the substance.
Yeah. So brave.
So diverse.
Yeah, it's nonsense. It's you're very attractive. You didn't wear makeup. Wow. Whoop. And then to say that it's like, but again, you're right. It's posturing. You're not. Yeah. And then they cut to Billie Eyelashes. I think that's her name.
William Eyelash.
William Eyelash. Just wearing a backwards ball cap and just.
And her song, hello, hello.
Yeah, her song, I Ruined James Bond.
Yeah.
We did this.
Jesus, yeah.
This one.
Get these people, stop making music for James Bond movies.
Back on Anthony's show when we first heard that song, we just thought about like how depressed James Bond would have to be in that movie.
Yes.
Just like you don't need lasers. Just hand me the gun. I'll tell you no life.
He let himself die at the end of the movie because he's like, I heard the fucking intro song.
The song's like, I'm a cutter. I'm gonna cut myself in the tub. Oh, James Bond. Oh, cutter. Blood.
To be fair, it matched the movie.
True. You're right.
It's honestly amazing, though, how much they miss the mark on why there's opposition to DEI. So, like, the left's sole argument to why there's opposition is you're a racist, sexist, xenophobic, transphobic bigot, right? Mm-hmm. They have not got it through their head that it's not that people are bigoted, it's that they just want meritocracy, the best of the best. And I guarantee that most people, even on the right, would rather have a black lesbian surgeon who graduated top of her class who's wonderful than a straight white man who finished with a 72.
Yes.
God, speak for yourself.
Does such a doctor exist?
They fundamentally misunderstand, or it's like maliciously misunderstand why people have a problem with it.
I don't think it's malicious. I think they genuinely are convinced.
Definitely on MLK Boulevard.
A little bit of both.
What Narnia hospital are you going to?
Hey, it's possible. This is a big world we live in. There could be a trans black woman that's a surgeon.
You know what's so funny, though? Literally flying into Dallas today, coming in, we're circling the airport. We're circling. I'm like, all right, the weather's not bad. I don't know why we're taking so long.
Wing was on fire.
Right. Yeah, on an American Airlines flight, which I'm like, yeah, they've got a great history the past week or so.
This is really good, yeah.
So we're coming in for a landing, and then all of a sudden, the plane pulls up quickly. And this happens twice. They circled back around and then pulled back up. And the pilot gets on, and immediately, it was an Asian woman. She goes, and I'm not going to butcher an Asian accent. She's like, yeah. She goes,
I'll do it.
Go for it, please.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I got to cross wing lane. I don't know.
From the flight deck.
Did you look at your friend and go, what's a pirate? Why is there a pirate flying the plane?
I'm like, you're flying a 737. You're not backing your Hyundai into the massage parlor. I'm like, are you?
You got him.
I'm like, for the love of humanity.
Somehow you got that to be more racist.
But literally, I'm looking around the plane, and like everybody around's like looking, going, There's an Asian chick trying to park a jet. I'm like, oh God, yeah. I lived in Vegas, where it was like literally, whenever you'd see some accident, we'd pull up. We're like, all right, is it an old person or an Asian lady?
I used to say, I had a joke about that where I'm like, I don't mind a female pilot because you don't have to parallel park the plane once you stop. And women loved that joke. And it wasn't, but it never bothered me. But if you did hear a female Asian pilot, you're all going to go, it's. Yeah.
Just in light of everything that's going on right now. Immediately, I'm like,
it would have been 3 weeks ago. It would have been any time ever.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, that
even
is
now more than ever.
That's the direct reason why DEI is so bad. It's counter to the left's own agenda. Because if you implement DEI, right, let's just say that Asian woman is the greatest pilot of all time, but you hear her voice after that, you're going to automatically assume, oh, this is DEI.
Exactly.
So it's actually creating the resentment that they claim they're going after to remove.
Yeah. Right.
It's so counterproductive for everyone and everything.
It's just affirmative action on steroids. Yeah. They did the same thing with affirmative action.
Yeah, of course it is.
Let's give black people opportunities that they couldn't get before. And then in a result, it makes it you get questions like, did you deserve that? Maybe they did work really hard, but you're never going to know.
Exactly.
You're never going to know if I actually deserve what I got.
But when you talk to anybody, I talk to any person of color, and like they hate that.
Yeah.
Anybody with a brain is going, this is complete bullshit.
Yeah, because it's claiming that they are not capable of doing anything on their own without handouts from like left policies.
Right.
Exactly.
So
Listen, I know the moment has
disgusting.
passed, but did it have a Flyers education sticker on the back of your plane?
Student on board.
Pilot and training.
Did it say
That man had rights.
Did it say student fryer? All right, you guys can continue your real conversation.
I'm like, what? From the fright deck. Yes, I'm frightened.
Very frightened.
We've pulled up twice already. I'm frightened. This is the fright deck.
A little concerned.
The wings smoking.
Pilot something wrong.
Did you see the video?
Me too low. Bang Ting Ow. It's a classic.
Did they just say his name is Cream of some young guy? So juvenile.
It'll never make me not laugh.
I know, but it's so funny.
I'm like fourth grade on. Yes, exactly.
There was a video too of a plane was landing, and there's the guy's talking to, I don't know what you call the home base, but he's like, yeah, the co-pilot just jumped out. Do you want me to circle back? And they're like, I'm sorry, what? He just jumped out without a parachute out of the back. If you look, you can maybe find the video. And the guy's like, I'm not really sure what you mean. And he's like, yeah, he just jumped out of the back of the plane without a parachute. I'm just going to land the plane.
What the?
And the dude just seriously ran out of the co-pilot just ran out the back, jumped out of the back of the plane.
On a commercial jet?
Yeah. And a lot of the comments on there were saying what he was saying was accurate, because when that happens, you have to say, should I circle back to see if he's still alive? But the guy's basically saying, like, there's no way he's still alive, so I'm just going to land this.
Try to catch him.
But yeah, it was a commercial flight, and like, can you imagine the co-pilot just running down the
middle? Seatbelt sign on.
jumping out the back?
And he's running out the back and he's saying, the pilot is Asian. Save yourselves.
I could have almost pictured that on my
Everybody's
flight
never going to
today.
park this. All the parachute backpacks are filled with spoons like Looney Tunes.
What is going on with the like airplanes though? So it started with the one that was landing and it blew up on
A helicopter
arrival.
hit it. It was
And then that
an
one,
airborne
Separate, it was a
midair.
different one.
Yeah.
yeah, and then the helicopter, and then the one that was in Houston where it was on fire,
Yeah, and the Philadelphia.
and then Philadelphia is falling out of the sky.
That was the NFL. They don't want the Eagles to win.
Oh, they were trying to
Yeah. Scripted.
bad juju.
Yeah, that one dropped down. It was that one, I believe. It was
In
a
Philadelphia,
med
that was a
plane,
medevac.
yes, medevac, yeah. But who was
another country.
But I believe it was from Mexico.
Yeah.
It was a Mexican
Yes.
medical
Really?
plane. Yeah. And
You
I
know, the
believe
best way to get medical care, fly from Mexico to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That's where you want to go.
They watched the movie.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. They're like, I guess you go there when you're sick.
I saw Tom Hanks. Did it?
It was a 2-box set with Turner and Hooch.
Benicio del Toro gets AIDS. Leaves Mexico to get treated in Philadelphia.
They got it there.
That's like what the hell?
It was right outside of a Ross Dress for Less. It was probably Marshall's. Those prices are just too low.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Ross Dress for Less is the trashiest place I've
It
ever
really
been.
is. I don't think anything is on the hand.
That is the Aldi of food of clothing stores.
I've never. You just pick something up and you're like, how bedazzled
is it
can a man's
sticky?
shirt be? Yeah, it's sticky.
Ed Hardy still in this day and
It's
age.
just covered in coffee. You're like, what is this?
Well, when your net worth is negative $32,000, it's pretty appealing, gentlemen and ladies.
I shop
pretty
at Ross.
great,
Don't worry, that's why I know it's
respectable
sticky.
Jimmy's been triggered.
Angela, you did
I need a safe.
That's my style.
Jimmy's like, listen, come on, guys.
I think it's cool. I think it's really cool to
Just stay lean enough to buy tall kid shirts.
You know you're in a great establishment when they have security guards guarding $4 T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you know you're with great clientele.
And they have to check your bag on the way out, and they're willing to fight you for it. Like, who's going to take that job where it's like, are you willing to fight an MS-13 gang member over a pair of pants?
No.
No trash bags.
It's the worst place I've ever been in. And
It's perfect for costumes, though.
And look,
we've got a lot of costumes from there.
I'm a Maxinista.
Mm-hmm. FUBU.
That's a good store.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do FUBU. I've worn FUBU many times.
FUBU.
I think we all know that.
Oh, yeah. We said it before. You're black on the inside.
A little bit, yeah.
I've been on the outside.
A little bit, depending on the makeup. But yeah. No, I've worn many FUBU. The jumpsuits were used to be very comfortable. And I hate to admit it, I've worn Sean John, and I now regret it.
Who's your makeup artist? Justin Trudeau?
Yes. Yes, he is. Only the best. He just has one big comical puff that he dips. He dips in shoe powder.
Yeah. Now talk jive.
Go ahead. No, yeah, walk with a boombox like
Yeah.
Gene Wilder and Silver Streak. Come on, like you got rhythm. No one else has seen this movie.
I've seen. Put the shoe polish on.
Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor?
Yeah. Remember that?
Yep.
When he doesn't look black at all, he just looks like Gene Wilder with shoe polish on his face, and you're like, why are we doing this, guys?
Same thing with Dan Aykroyd in Trading Places. Like, he doesn't look black at all either.
No.
Come on, hey.
Yeah.
They're on the train.
Yeah, that's...
Lionel!
Or the entire movie Soul Man with C. Thomas.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You're like, let's get the most thin-lipped white guy to play a black guy.
They made it
What was
work for
the,
Tropic Thunder, though.
Tropic Thunder. I was just going to say
Worked
Tropic
perfect.
Thunder.
He
looked
good.
black, and he played it well.
Well, yeah, he played it, and I love that they don't apologize for it, because you shouldn't, because it was making fun of DEI.
It was making fun of the freaking actors and how stupid they are.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You don't think you should base your votes on what actors say? What's wrong with you?
I think.
I only listen to William Shatner. He's Canadian.
Yep.
He knows.
That's true. He also likes horses.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I get told I look like him, and that's a really nice compliment.
You do
William
not.
Shatner?
William Shatner looks fantastic for 98 or
I know.
however old he is.
But I'm 40, and the problem is whenever somebody goes, you look like William Shatner, I'm like, thanks. And they're like, no, like the young one. And I'm like, you didn't mean the young one.
No,
You meant
right.
I see no William Shatner. That's hilarious.
I know. I think I've grown out of it now.
I feel like
I get Tim Allen, William Shatner.
Really?
I get, what else did I get? Corey Haim and Sissy Spacek.
The Sissy Spacek, I
Sissy
see
Spacek
completely.
is there.
Yeah.
I just get
I can see
homeless
that.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's too easy,
Yeah.
though. You don't really look like homeless Jesus. Well, you could play him.
I feel like I look like an assistant manager at PacSun.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Or Hot Topic.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
No.
It's definitely
Oh,
Pat.
God.
Ex-son for sure.
Insult me all you want, but don't say I look like a manager of Hot Topic.
You don't look dangerous.
Please, he doesn't have
though.
nearly enough
No.
nose piercings for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You need
Yeah, you look
tattoos
like
and-
I would want to smoke a doobie with you on the beach.
Yeah.
I do get that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like you're.
A bud tender at a dispensary in...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like you're 4 bad choices away from washing your balls in a drinking fountain every day at the beach.
It's more like 2, Dave, but let's not bring that up.
I do that now.
You don't look
Yeah, we're there
menacing,
now.
though. Like, you look like you could do any kind of job. at
I look
a
like the
kiosk.
friendly pothead. Like the really nice, gentle, happy, kind one.
Yeah.
Who may or may not also sell mushrooms and ecstasy.
Yeah, you look like you know a guy who does bad things, but you're not the guy that
Yeah.
does.
Right. I'm adjacent to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
You also
seen
look like the
some
guy that
stuff.
would come out of the back of the mechanic shop, like wiping your hands off, going, "Hey, who's got the Camry? You?
Yeah.
Come here."
Shifty Dave.
Ah, shit.
Shifty Dave. You're like, look, you're like, Miss Withers, I'm going to do you a favor, and I'm not going to charge you for the full tune-up, even though you didn't do it.
I'm not going to charge you for one spark plug.
I went ahead and I gave you a free Autobahn. And you're like, what? Autobahn?
German
You don't know
highway?
about it.
Yeah, you don't worry about it. These are mechanical terms.
Waxed your brake pads.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. What?
It's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to smooth your rotator blades. What?
Rotate the air filter.
You know how it is.
Rotate the air.
Useful.
Top off the
both
gas can and then the Himalayan. What? You name a mountain?
All free.
$2,300.
All free.
It's on me.
Parts and labor.
So it just comes down to $900. Now you can either pay me or I can beat it out of you.
He looks like the guy that would say that.
Now you look like an honest man.
No, I look like the stoner that gives way too gentle of a hug.
Yes.
You know, the one that like, oh, it's happy to see you, man. And it's like creepily gentle. That's what I look like.
Yeah.
I've never said that out loud, but based on your reaction, you guys are all like, yeah, I can see it.
I can, yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Now that you actually put yes, I can see. Okay.
Jimmy has hugged me for too long.
That'll happen. I'll get you from time to time, folks.
That's why he keeps coming back.
I kind of like it. It's the only time I can feel like I'm the real me.
We sobbed together.
When the shifty goes away and you're just Dave.
I'm just Dave. I'm not Shifty Dave, who's apparently trying to con everybody out of it. I'm trying to sell you a bridge, you know? Old Shifty Dave. He's always trying to get something from you. What a shitty thing to say. It's like the last thing I am. I'm a lot of things.
Shifty
but
sounds
shifty,
like resourceful, you know? Like
So you were saying you were slow, and then when
resourceful in the sense of you stole something and you're trying to sell it to somebody else.
like you got something and
Like
you got to
you-
get rid of it.
shifty.
Shifty. Like, these shoes aren't mine. Would you like them? Anyway, honestly, Jimmy is one of the. Jimmy has talked me off a ledge, and I'm going to try to be better about talking about these things on the show.
Were you part of the three-way?
Yes. That's a great way to get to the end of the show. Again, all right, where can we find you guys?
Boom, Jimmy.
You can find me on all social media, TikTok, Instagram, all the same handle, 6 letters, GYMYIV. And I also have a website that may or may not have been made for the low, low price of $20 with the same handle. So
right.
you can find me there too.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a little money after the show.
I don't think I've ever seen Dave. This is true. I don't think I've ever seen Dave and him not try to give me money. It's not even when I'm opening for him anymore. It's just like, hey, Jimmy, I was just thinking about you, man. I'm going to wire you some cash real quick.
$10.
$3.50. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Whenever
Get yourself a smoothie or something.
Whenever I'm not doing well, I just see one of your clips.
How many views it has? And you're like, oh, okay. I'm doing pretty good.
How is it 0 likes at 4 hours?
What a dick.
To be fair, I don't even like my own videos, so.
No, sometimes it's just you.
Like, one like.
Retweet.
I've been no, seriously though, I've been shadow banned so long on TikTok. I've got 250,000 followers on TikTok, and my videos get like 300 views because I've been shadow banned. It's so pathetic that I literally like my own post to hope that it'll start it with 1.
You got to juice it.
So he thought he was making fun of me, but he's just speaking more truth than he knows.
Well, don't worry about it.
no.
TikTok's gone pretty soon, so you could say you were big on TikTok.
That is true.
You did it. You do have a good TikTok following.
I do.
They dick around with people like that, where they mess up the algorithm unless
they
they
do.
want to make you famous, and they just cherry pick you.
Yeah. But unfortunately, even though I look like I would be woke, I am not. And so therefore I get 37 views, and I desperately appeal for people to like me on Normal World. So
Do it.
I think you're so beyond the people that would look like that now.
Oh, thanks, man.
I think you look like I think you just look like a Gen Xer.
Really?
Yeah.
So I've aged.
Yeah, like a cool one though, like when grunge was cool.
Yeah, like the ones now, you're just like, how? Like you got 8 bull rings in your nose
What happened?
and tattoos that don't make sense.
Yeah.
And I look like I'm happy to tell you that I live out of a van.
Yeah,
So that's a step in the right
but
direction.
you don't look like you're trying to get people into it, and that's important.
That is a very important differentiation point, Dave. So
Exactly.
thank you for always being an optimist for me.
Thank you. I try because for you, I'm somehow an optimist. The only person on earth.
How bad is your existence when you look at Dave and go, you're an optimist?
Yeah,
I got to call Dave to get cheered up.
exactly.
And then, Derek, where can we see you?
Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase this week, February 6th through the 8th. And then Zanies in Chicago, downtown, on Monday, February the 10th. And then I will be at Chinookwan's Casino in Lincoln City, Oregon, February 14th and 15th. And my special, All In, live in Las Vegas at Black Garrett's Comedy Club, is on the Blaze TV app, presented by Normal World. So please go there and check that out.
Check it out.
Yes, and you can see Angela at Angela Does Horror with a new Valentine's video coming up.
Yes.
You can see Garrett at Nega Garrett.
And you?
Me? You
Sir?
can see me this weekend at Fort Worth at Hyena's Red Room. We're going to have 4 shows doing a little fun stuff. So, yeah. And now I'm going to go to the end of the world.
Dave.
Killer Mike is suing the Grammys. Mike says security battered him by putting hands on him in front of onlookers, which caused him emotional distress. Seems like Killer Mike is due for a name change. What should it be? QB.
Beef curtains, Mike.
It's fair.
Women's blouse, Mike.
Mikey's safe space.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah.
You go with Queefy Pants Mike.
I'm going to call him Tits O'Houlihan.
You should.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into Normal World. We will be back here tomorrow night, same time, same place. And let us know where you're watching from and what you're drinking now that it's the end of the episode.